this for about an hour until I get frustrated, whichever comes first. Living for the city.
Hey buddy.
Hey, what's going on? Living for the city. One second. I got to do the hustle for a second. All right, we're good. You got to see. You got to see Granny play a game that's very similar to this. Uh, she was playing a game called Dark Souls 3.
Who am I?
This has to be Danny, and the only reason is because you ask who am I? The hey buddy, that could go either Wills or you. I know Francis wouldn't start like that. Um, but yeah, the second thing you said kind of tipped me off. Kind of made me realize that this was Danny. He's going crazy. Whoop, 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 whoop. Am I get hit? Ah.
You arrive again.
Since you have a cadence. You see that garbage? You see the garbage that I have to manage in this game? It just started. We just started. We just started. And then he dies. Yeah, I'm thinking I will get on this evening and play uh, Detroit. If you don't think you'll be there, I can wait. Um, if Sunday is better than Saturday, let me know. Or better said, if tomorrow is better than today, just let me know and I can wait. Uh, there's it's not a sequel, but there's a spin-off game to this one that's got a little bit more action, but the reason why I don't buy it is because it's primarily based in playing with other people, and I don't trust a lot of people that play this game, so it wouldn't be fun for me to play that particular game. Uh, but I just do this just to kind of relax and unwind. I enjoy fighting the bosses. I think they're fun. It's like playing chess. You know, it's like even if you played chess or checkers a million times, if you liked it, you would keep playing it. You know. But yeah, I'm thinking I might do Detroit tonight and do another 3 chapters. The funny thing about all of this is since I have started streaming Detroit, my subscribers have increased. So I don't know if
Anyway,
it's
I'm going for a few hours, but I'll be back later for that.
sure. Okay, that'll work. So obviously people like those kinds of games. I think I have another game that I'm going to play next after I finish Detroit, and it's very similar in the play style where it feels like a movie and has kind of the same graphics. Uh, I'm going to check it out and read a little bit more about it before I. It's a game I already have. It was a game I had for a while, but I've never played it. Um, but I think I'm going to try that after Detroit and do another series. But but like I said before, if you go to the channel, you can see I've started organizing my videos a little bit better.
What is it?
It's a game. It's a game, like I said, it's very similar. It's called Heavy Rain. Heavy rain, like rain that comes from the sky. I think that's the name of it. And I've looked at screenshots and it looks very similar. He's behind me. Come on, sir. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Should have faked me out. Should have faked me out. Faked me out. Faked me out. Faked me out. Yeah, I'm sure it's a game you've never heard of before. So don't go and look it up because that spoils the video. I shouldn't have told you the name. I might play something else now that I mentioned it. I would rather you not explore into it because I think it takes some of the fun and the mystery out of the game. Like I said, it looks very similar in play style, but don't go watch other videos because, like I said, it's not fun. At least I don't think so. It might be fun for you. You can do whatever you want, I guess, but just don't tell me.
What time are we going to get underway?
I'm thinking it'll probably be about the same time, probably about 8 o'clock. Because I'm thinking I will uh, play that for 3 chapters, and I've learned now that if I do 3 chapters, that's about an hour to about an hour and 20 minutes roughly, and then maybe play a game show or something afterwards. Uh, and then tomorrow I might take a break and play Red Dead Redemption so I can get that one going. Hopefully the host won't die this time.
I'll be there as soon as possible.
Okay, that'll work. If another time works better, just let me know and I might be able to adjust the times and stuff. Of course, there's a software error. It's fine. Uh, but yeah, just let me know if another time works, and I might be able to move the time. I, this game sometimes it calls you into a match and then tells you there's a connection error. It's like, why you get me all thinking I'm about to fight something and then nothing happens. Get my hopes up just enough to let me down. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna
What
keep
time did
this.
you say?
I'm thinking about 8 o'clock. Like I normally start at 8. Um, but kind of getting back to the series of stuff, I think I'm going to, like I said, I'll keep that going as long as I can. I'll look for games that have, you know, good stories and good plots to them, and that aren't too long. Where something that I can beat
Okay,
it
great.
in a couple of weeks. Come here, brother. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. All of you gonna come? Are all of you gonna come? I see you over there. Come on. Come on.
See you later.
Okie doke. We'll see you. No. That was the hardest one, so he's going. This is the second hardest one. Oh! Oh! You clown. Don't do it. course, they start without me. That's fine. No, I'm not in a rush. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can die because you should have waited. You should have waited. You got him right there by the door. Nope. That's not acceptable. Hit. It's okay. It's worth it. Maybe that. Hit. Look at all that damage. Shit. Don't get yourself get killed trying to be cute. Too far. Maybe not. Hold up. He's got it. Host dies. Of course. Of course. Of course. All he had to do was he was trying to be a hero. Yeah, I gotta get the last hit. Sat up there and did nothing the whole fight. It's just pitiful, man. These guys that play this game are pitiful. Sat up there and did absolutely nothing but get in the way and then get yourself killed right at the very end over some dumb stuff. All he had to do, if you're gonna stand there and do nothing, then just stand there and do nothing, you know?
Hey buddy. Skipping some comments. What is it? What time are we going to get underway?
This is
I'll be
garbage.
there as soon as possible. What time did you say? Okay, great. See you later.
This is garbage. Y'all, everybody that's watching this, is this what you just saw just happen just now? Is why I'm never gonna buy another From Software game again, and why I'm never gonna buy Night Rain, and why I haven't got Night Rain, because what you just saw right there, like, would send me through the roof. And I've watched people play that game, and like the way that the bosses and stuff are set up, it's not an easy feat to do it in solo mode. It's really set up to be a co-op game, and I don't trust hardly anybody I play with. I can probably count the number of people that I trust in this game on one hand. Just pure garbage. If it's the same guy doing the bell fight again, I'm leaving. I'm not gonna stay. I'm already gonna say it, and then I'm gonna block him. Because first of all, he started the fight without us. He didn't wait for nobody. He kept the boss right near the entrance, which is rude. And then he died at the last second. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. See, people are starting to use the Black Flame Fireball now, and not everybody's doing the blood. And not everybody's throwing blood flies and dumb stuff anymore, huh? You've learned that that's a better way to go. It's just smart. Don't waste all your good bleeds early. I'm good. I'm gonna stay right here. Go ahead. You messed up, sir. Hit. Maybe not. What you doing? Now use bleed. Must have been watching my videos. There goes the host. It's over. Interesting. Those little ghost people have their own gravity. Did you see when I came back, like that person fell out of the sky before they assumed that position? So it's like they're real, but they're just transparent. I don't understand, like why they're there. Like why is their spirit? And don't get me wrong, it's like I'm talking bad about these people playing and stuff. Um, don't get me wrong, Consort Radon is hard. It's probably one of the hardest bosses in both the DLC and the base game, and it takes a little bit of time to learn the move set, and but the answer to that is not call in co-op people if it's your first time going through the boss, or even your second time. I think when I first did Consort Radon, and I'm not even gonna lie, I remember the night when it happened. I think I was streaming, so I think it's on one of the recorded streams. Made it to Consort Radon. I didn't know what the boss was, right? Because I hadn't watched anybody else's YouTube videos. I just wanted to do it for myself. And I got to the fog gate, and some kid comes into the room and is like, "It's Radon." And I'm like, "All right, well, thank you for first of all just ruining the whole game for me. Just basically yelling out the ending." And I go in there and fight, and I think I fought him for at least 6 hours before I could finally beat him. 6 hours straight, just by myself. I didn't call no co-op, nobody else, because it was that much of a challenge. But it's like at least take some time to learn the move set. Don't just call people in and think, oh, they're going to help me. Because when you call people in, it makes the boss fight harder because he gets more health. And his resistances go up too. It's not just about getting health, it's about the resistances. So if it normally takes you, 3 or 4 pokes with your sword to get him to frost or bleed, that number goes up to 5, 6 to get a bleed or a frost. When the more people you call in, the more resistance he gets, the more health he gets. The harder it is to break his stance too. Stance goes up, his voice goes up. It's like there's a whole lot of things that go up behind the scenes that people are like, well, they'll help me and it should be okay. No, it's not. No, it's not. You just made the boss 3 times harder than it was normally. So if you couldn't fight him on easy mode, what makes you think you're going to be able to fight him on hard mode with 3 other people? It doesn't matter how many people are here or not. You're weak, you're weak. I like the guy with the sword. It's making me happy. I like what I'm seeing. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You got an idiot up front. You got an idiot up front.
Hey buddy. Skipping some comments. What is it? What time are we going to get underway? I'll be there as soon as possible. What time did you say? Okay, great. See you later.
I'm hit. We die. That was cute. You do it 2 times in a row. He's dead. He's dead. It doesn't matter. Because he's panic rolling. He's dead. It just, when you start playing like that. I could tell you he was dead just by the way he was doing that. The last thing you want to do, and I'm going to go ahead and this is a pro tip to anybody that's fighting against Consort Radon. The last thing you want to do when he goes into phase 2 is roll backwards. And I think they made this boss this way on purpose because it's intuitive to roll back because you're thinking, oh my gosh, whatever it is really close to me. Let me get as far away as I can. So rolling back is just an intuitive thing. It makes sense. The reason why it doesn't work with Consort Radon is because when he's in his second phase and he's doing his attacks, when that light comes down out of the sky, he swings first and the light comes second. So you can roll back, right? Roll out of the way of the blade. But then if you roll straight back, you're still going to get hit by the light. The trick is you have to roll into him. Because if you roll into him, he misses with the blade, and when the light comes, it goes in a straight line to where you are. And if you roll forward, you're not in the path of the light when it comes. So if you think you're going to get away by rolling back, you're sorely mistaken. Either roll to the side or roll diagonal forward. Like, don't roll back. You'll die every time. And as soon as I see people doing that kind of stuff, it's like, it's over. It's over. There's really no reason to keep going. Because now you're in panic roll because you try to get out of the way, you got hit, and he's still moving in on you. So you're still trying to get away, and then you get hit again, and he's still moving in on you. And then it's just this vicious cycle. And it's just, and the cycle leads to death. It's a death spiral. Like I said, I played Console Down for 6 hours straight by myself. And when there was about halfway through it, I was fed up. I was done. But I just kept pushing through it. Just kept pushing through it. Because each time I did it, I learned something different. I learned, okay, don't do that again. Or maybe this isn't as effective. Elden Beast? Radon? Or Radagon? Yep. Yeah. You started without me. It's all good. I just see it. Bam. That was smooth. That was smooth. Did you see how he did that? He swung at me. He turned his head slowly, and he saw them standing closer. So then he went after them. It was slick. I like that because he knew that they were going to try to cheese. You know, so it's like good. That's a cheap move that he does that. That disappearing stuff with the splash damage is pretty cheap. He's gone. Everybody. I didn't even use my flask. It's all good. Do it now. Idiot. You got a shield but didn't even use it. Got hit anyway. And that's something else I don't understand. If you're gonna carry a shield, if you're gonna make room in your stamina and capacity to carry a shield, then use it. I don't want to use a shield. Makes me feel weak. Well, now you just did. Look at that, 8,000 on my just by myself. And I'm not running around and acting all crazy and stuff like a lot of y'all do. This is a very calculated fight, actually. I'm good with that. Give it to me. Damn. My controller's wigging out. Hold up. I'm having an issue. Keep yourself alive. You're blowing up. It's all good. Hit him. What's he doing? The host is just standing there. You're gonna get grabbed. Clowns. Clowns. play for maybe another 10, 15 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna stop. Got some other things I need to do. But like I said, I'm not just talking out of the side of my neck. So you see what I had to manage when I'm playing this game. And see, it's like the same thing that happened with the Bill fight happened right there. Host isn't really doing anything the whole fight. Barely doing any damage. Getting hit every single time. Like having a shield but not really using it properly. And then when the boss is down to like the last 5-10% of the health, you die. Because you can't move your feet. Like, so what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. What am I supposed to do? Just shameful. Just shameful. It's the same guy. It's the same guy. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to stand there. This is my silent protest. I'm not fighting. Because you didn't wait for me again. It's the second time you didn't wait. Second time you didn't wait. Nope. If you don't like it, you can send me off. I'm down with it. You'll get a stance broke. I saw that coming. As I said, you better get your stance broke. That's why he put that mark on the ground, because he saw you using that shield. Nice. Something that he saw in a YouTube video. He's like, I'm gonna use Moog's spear. take that hit. Take that hit. I'm good. I just need you to die. Because the host is not doing anything. Don't try to get the last hit now. You stood there all that time. You stood there all that time. I don't want any of your incantations. I want you to fight. That's what I want you to do. I want you to fight. People act like because they are casting support spells that's a thing. It is a thing. That is a thing to do. There are some people that are healers in this game, and I've seen them. And I used to play with a guy that was a healer, and he was a really good healer. He was a really good support player uh, because he kept everybody buffed. You know, he was moving around the arena, casting Golden Vow and the whatever that incantation is that you can regenerate your health and stuff like that. But that guy wasn't doing nothing. That guy wasn't doing nothing. And he thinks casting him. He thinks him casting Holy Vow after I did 75% of the work against Radon right there when I got active is gonna make up for his. Yeah, no, I'm not interested. Not interested. Don't call me back. If he calls me back again, I'm blocking him. Not interested. Because the thing is, you're not making any effort to learn how to play the game. You're not making any effort to learn how to fight. You just want to stand there and spam your little blood spear thing, and that's it. It's like try, you know. If you were trying and you died, yeah, I'd probably still talk bad about you. It's not gonna change, but I wouldn't be able to say that you weren't doing nothing, you know. And crazy. Just try. I've helped a lot of people beat this game, like Elton Beast and Radagon and stuff like that. Probably at this point, I mean, at least hundreds of times, if not at least 1,000 or more times, playing that fight. And I know some people aren't good. Like I've played with some people, and I can tell that they're genuinely struggling. Like they're doing everything that they know how to do, and they're genuinely struggling with the boss. I'll help you. Fine. Because I can tell you're putting forth effort. Like you've learned that maybe you're not good at using a sword, so you're trying to do your magic, and you're back there doing your magic spells and stuff. Uh, but you're moving your feet, you're getting engaged, like you look like you're a part of the action. When I see people just standing around and just watching other people fight, I'm gonna do the same thing too. The thing is, I'm better at it than you are. Because I'm better at standing around and doing nothing and staying alive. And the only reason I can say it is because I play. I practice, and I try. When I first started playing, if you go back and look at some of my earlier videos that are, a couple of years old, like Me, the way that I'm playing then is nowhere near. You would think it's two different people playing if you went back and watched some of my older videos. But I kept trying, and I tried different things. I practiced by myself. I didn't use the mimic tier, and I didn't use outside help. I figured it out. You can too. Just invest yourself. Invest something in it. Don't just expect to win. Make it a win happen. Like, get out there and put something into it. Leave something on the floor, you know? Except for excuses. Reason why we lost is because he didn't help me. That's an excuse. That's an excuse. That's not a reason. Because I'm sure that guy's saying that to himself right now. We would have won if you wouldn't have left. Well, we would have won if you would have fought. But when I'm fighting, I know I can win. Don't do me no good, you know? You're not gonna play. I'll just go help somebody else. Skin off my back. Can I get a DLC boss, please? Thank you. Go ahead and do what you need to do. You ain't gotta wait for me. You're in a hurry. I appreciate it. I appreciate you waiting. Said I'm not gonna tell anybody how to play, but the way I play is definitely a product of how you act. I do appreciate him waiting. Just go. Just go. Just go. I hate when he does it. Let's see if I can hit this. Got him. I almost got him. It's all good. There goes Toast. Thought I got a headshot on that. Have you ever seen anything like it in your life? try to find games for us to play and stuff. Spoiled my own surprise. It's all good. It's all good. Let's see. I'm not excited. I'm not excited at all. People do it thinking that I'm going to get happy because they're wearing that mask, but you know what makes me happy? People that can fight and don't die. Good, let's go. See how calm I was. You see how calm I was. so cute. It's over. Game's over. He's dead. He's dead. That's how you beat Mesmer. You see, not all that flipping around and jumping around and acting like a fool. All them crazy special moves you guys do, all that stuff, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I love doing my skills. I love using my incantations, but it's not necessary. It's not necessary to use the great sword. Y'all not guts or whatever you call yourself. I don't even know what that is. But it's the one thing that I've learned about these boss fights, and if I had to give you another pro tip, the first pro tip is don't roll back from Consort Radon when he's in phase two. Second pro tip is most of these fights are like a dance. You know, it's like if your partner steps forward with the left foot, you step back with the right foot. You know, and so it's sort of like it's a dance, and so you start learning over time that if the computer does this, I have this much time before he does something else. Or if the computer does this, if I get out of the way this way, it's open and I can hit him. Not just, all right, I'm going to wait for him to focus on somebody else and I'm going to run up and hit him in his back. That's not fighting. It's not fighting. This is the last one. I'm done. But you see how I had control of that fight from beginning to end. Like I wasn't panic rolling. My health and everything was fine. It's fine for me to just being comfortable. Now, you're probably saying, oh, but you did it with a shield. Could I do it without a shield? Absolutely, I could. Do I want to do it without a shield? No. And that's my preference. I pay the same money you pay for the game, so I can play it however I want to. I'm not throwing the game. I'm not, causing you to lose. I'm playing the game the way that I want to play the game. Like you can play the game the way you want to play the game. I'm not using anything outside of the game. I'm not using any cheat codes. I'm not doing anything that I'm not supposed to. I'm only using what's given to me. And I said, if you look at my layout, nothing special. Only thing special about this layout is that he's a max character. But then it balances itself back out because I'm new game plus 7. Because if he hits me and I don't have on heavy armor, my poise is only 56. If any of these bosses hit me, I'm going to immediately lose half of my health. So it's not easy. I'm not on easy mode by any means. And if you're wondering why I
Hey
don't do
buddy.
PvP, I'm
Skipping some comments.
not interested in
What
PvP
is it?
anymore.
What time are we going to get underway? I'll be there as soon as possible. What time did you say? Okay, great. See you later.
Why don't you do PvP fights? because I used to do PvP fights and I got burnt out on them, and they're not as fun as they used to be. So I just don't do them anymore. Now, what I will do PvP, and I have not done in a while, that is actually still fun to me, is doing team fights. So I'll totally do like a battle royale. If there's 6 people in the ring and we all 1-on-1, I'm good. Let's do that. I'll even do tag team matches. I just don't feel like doing solo matches. The versus, like 1v1, is not that fun to me. It's just not really not a lot of excitement, not a lot of adventure. It's like playing Street Fighter. It's like after a while, if you just keep fighting, you know, E Honda over and over again like that, it's not really that fun. For me, the bosses are fun, and the biggest thing that makes the bosses fun is the people that I play with, because it's always cool to me to see how different people, you know, overcome this challenge. Like a lot of people don't fight the same way that I do. Uh, most people don't, and so it's cool to watch and see how people have learned to get over on the game. And throw that axe. You see how courteous I'm being and making the line go that way so nobody else gets hit? You see how courteous that was? Like, I controlled where he did that so that it wouldn't come up where they were. I remember KB Toys. It used to be a good toy store. Line. Good name. I'm not running around chasing people. He didn't have a plan. His plan was, y'all gonna help me beat this boss. That was his plan. Is Godfrey related to the Giants? Does anybody know? It's like switch modes from talking about the other players to more of the lore. Because I have a feeling that Godfrey is related to the Giants somehow. And the reason why is because when you read some of the descriptions of the items, like Ashes of War and stuff for the Giants, it talks about them having the ability to, um, like move the earth and the roars and stuff. And Godfrey has a roar, and he's got that stomp. And when he stomps, that that stomp move that he does is probably the wiliest move in the game, because nowhere is safe. The whole battle arena is affected when he stomps his foot, and that ring, when it spreads out across the entire floor. So no matter where you are, if you don't evade it, you're going to get hit. Um, Me personally, I find the easiest way to beat Godfrey is using this weapon, and the reason why is because of the skill. Because when you do this skill, your feet are off the ground. And so when Godfrey goes to do the stomp, if you do the skill when he stomps, you'll be in the air when the shockwave happens, and you'll also do an attack. And then when he gets out of the stomp, you'll be done with your attack and you can move. So that's a quick way to cheese that boss is using that Blade of Death. I'm sure using Rejuvia with the little blood throw is probably a good way to shoot. I've never tried using that before, uh, but I'm sure it would work. This with the blood flinging. So if you probably use these two daggers, you probably can take him out pretty quick. Also using the blasphemous blade because you can get your health back when you make contact with the skill. Because my thing is, I'm not, when I do the Godfrey fight, I'm not impressed until we make it to the second phase. And when I say the second phase, I mean like the second part of the second phase, where he's stomping and he doesn't have that line on his back anymore. You make it to that, and then I'm impressed. Uh, but yeah, up until the end, you're just playing. Just playing. All right, 4 more minutes, and then I'm turning this off. So this will be the last one, because I know after I do this, it'll be a little bit past time, and I need to get some other things done. Good. Yeah, but I'll take it. Yep, sure will. Sure will. It's a good healer. That's a good healer. You see what the healer's doing? That's exactly how a healer's supposed to work.
Mid. Maybe not. Gosh.
Your spells are off. You need to get on point, healer. That was actually a good healer right there. That's how you play medic. That's medic right there. He was off a couple of times, but other than that, he was on point.